It was good, it's okay in analysis. So basically, I told you guys I wanted to make a video for you guys on how I got those to go trade. Yes, I'm about to do that for you guys. So if you are watched to this point, just like, share, and subscribe, guys. Let's head on to the system. So I'll show you guys.
Yo, what's up guys, it's a guy here in the analyst. So I promised you guys a video on how I got those gold entries, and I'm here to explain the logic behind the analysis I did. My entry, my exit, my invalidation point and all that. So this trade was like a simple one though. But this trade now, how I actually got this trade was, but why what confluenced this trade, or what gave me extra confidence in this trade was because I had seen something like this exactly that happened previously. Price using this type of breaker block to buy. Like price has done it like how many times? So let me show you where I saw it. So now coming to the market, the first thing you have to look for now is your directional bias. And we all know that directional bias for gold is obviously bullish. Once gold gives a higher high, once it comes to give a higher a higher low, expect another higher high. And once you give that higher low, that is when you will start looking for buy opportunities, not when it has given a higher high. Wait for it to drop before getting another. So gold had to drop a little bit, then form the range, then we got our entry. This is the 5 minute time frame, mind you. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time, you can clearly see gold started coming from this zone, started giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? Then the first entry I got here was in daily gold took out this high. In daily gold took out that high. I went to the was it 5 minutes, 3 minute time frame. Daily gold took out that high. So you can clearly see this is the high. So immediately I marked out the high. I marked out the inducement or the first pullback price here after taking out the high, which is this inducement. Then I came down to the lower time frame to come and look for my entry. Then upon coming to the lower time frame now, normally I would have used the higher time frame breaker block or that block closest liquidity. But I just needed to get like a very good confidence to back up or to back it up. Then I stumbled upon this other block zone. Price gave like structure shift and double of structure here. Give this pullback as inducement, they give us this clean order block as PI. You see what price did. Then for take profit, you can see this trendline liquidity that we got here. Price uses it and daily price took it. That's when price traded in this range. So we waited again. Then here, this is where the magic now starts. We're going to the 5 minute time frame. You can see this double of structure here. These highs, these multiple highs that got taken out or that took out. Then this pullback here, you get. Then this is a breaker block. Price tap into it. One price tap into it, price used a trend like pattern to come to our PI. And we mark that as our trend line liquidity. Price definitely took it out. So before price hit our take profit, price started buying. Then price gave us another structure shift here or another break of structure. Took out this high and this high. Then gave us the exact same type of breaker block he gave us here. I hope you guys are observing what I'm observing. Give us the exact same type of setup that it gave us for the first entry on the second entry. Really it gave us, I did not hesitate. I took my second position ASAP, like as soon as possible. Let me show you guys the before and after on my Telegram channel. So this is where I share my setups from entries to exits and everything. We also took two losses that Monday, sorry, that Tuesday. Because I don't trade on Mondays. We took two losses on GPPS, then we had to recover with the gold. So this is the gold entry for the first entry. This is where I asked them to buy gold. Then this is when gold started moving. Then this is me telling them I'm scaling in with the other entry or with the area entry. Then this is the entry playing out already. Then this is it. Then this is when TP got smashed here. Shared everything live with my people. You get. So then second entry is still the same logic as I've shown you guys. Still targeting the high of the trendline liquidity. So this particular sale, I did not trade it or I did not take it because after these two buys, I was done for the week. Yes, I was done for the week. Then, but I was just for like for testing, kind of like for testing. As I say, setup. I was just try and see or imagine I'm actually still trading for the week and just try and find setups and try and trade it. So like those mark out setups basically that is for a test. That is what for testing is. So this one now was it when, so you know this exact same type of setup that price gave us on the 5 minute time frame here yesterday, sorry, on Tuesday that we got it. This exact same type of buy setup that price gave us here that happened here again. Price happened to give us that same type of buy setup here again. Here the other entry was like a 5 minutes entry. The same setup. How I'm telling you that price always use this type of breaker block. So when you see that type of breaker block, don't hesitate to take your trade. You see the breaker block that price use like be giving lower highs and lower or like a little bit of cluster, then take out the high, then give one kind sharp pullback, then takes out all the highs. It will definitely come back to fill those gap, then use a breaker block precisely because price mostly use breaker block on lower time frame. Then for this one here, I noticed price did this and gave like well week of structure here, or will I say structure shift, to give this inducement and tap into this PI. So now if you're holding this trade to this eternal high, you'd have taken a loss on this. But if you held it to this high, because there was no channel liquidity here to be taken out, so there is basically no liquidity to be taken out here or like at this high zone. So price instead fail. So price had to do this. If you know range liquidity, you know what I'm talking about. Price ranged inside this zone, then broke out to downside first, then definitely took out all the liquidity on the upside. So price needed enough liquidity to take out. So here I'm not seeing any clear liquidity I would have taken or used to take profit on this particular buy setup here. That's why once you are taking a trade, look for the next zone liquidity to take your profit. Don't want to overdo yourself, especially once you are taking an entry from the lower time frame. Once you are not swinging a setup, look for the next zone liquidity and take your profit. Don't be greedy. The market is not running. Then for this one, I got entry from the 3 minutes time frame. Got entry from the 3 minutes time frame. So this 3 minute time frame basically. So this is a type of order block because normally another block is meant like once the bearish candle forms, the next bullish candle is meant to engulf the bearish candle. You get, but this one now the candle did not engulf it. So most people now they will say this is another block. So you mark from the demarcation. This is still a type of order block. So you mark the order block from the demarcation down. So that is how I actually marked this order block and got this PI. Although, mind you, from here, from all these setups from here, I did not take them because I'm basically done for the week. That's why I did not take them. So that's how I got this other entry. So this is like the last entry for the week, or this is the last entry I could spot this week. Nothing much, just still for testing and trying to understand how the market has moved this week and how I'll prepare for next week. So if you enjoyed this video, do to like, share and subscribe. I'm going to be dropping content for you guys like this. Then if you want to join my Telegram channel, my free Telegram channel, drop I want to share, and I'm going to put the link in the description below so you can join for free, basically for free. I drop my signals from entry level to exit. We do it here. We are the realest. Do to like, share and subscribe, guys. Peace out.